Hello everyone, in today's video I will introduce to you Notion, which is an application or a site online which is very useful for productivity. Here is the shape of my own account on Notion. I have a calendar, a to-do list, training list, habit tracker. Let me introduce some templates to you. Okay, let me introduce some of the features. Alright, so let me add a page in here and I will write a title, simple, like test 1, and I want this page for example to be a page with an icon. So I will just press page with an icon. It's giving me an icon by default, but I can look inside for another icon if I want. I even can search, for example, earth, for example, to have like this kind of an icon. I think you can even upload an icon and you can link an icon to a website, for example. And also add a cover. For example, if I want to add a cover, here would be a cover. Change the cover, is coming by default. Also, again, it can be customized. There is already some inputs in this application, but you can already upload your own and you can use it. You can even upload it here, link it to a website, or you can have already access to Unsplash website. If you never heard about it, you can go and check it. It is a free website for photographs. Then you can even have add a comment. For example, I want to comment this is a page testing a website, for example. So it will be already noted, and once I enter the page, I know what it is about. So this is so easy, so simple. Let me show you another thing that can be added. For example, this is a page like test 2, and say I want to use a template. So here we have some pre-designed templates that can be used directly, and they can be even customized upon the usage of each one. Alright, say I am an engineer and I want a template for engineering. Say I am already working on a project with some of my colleagues. We are working together. It is kind of a template. The application is kind of a cloud based. So what I will be working, the people will be seeing it all the time. So it is a synchronized application, like the cloud based application. Here, engineering Wikipedia, for example. So we are already constructing a Wikipedia for our company. Let's say we are using some code database and guiding process for some of our installations. So this is already a template that can be used. I just have to use, and it will be already used in my page that I already have, and that's it. Then in this engineering wiki, I want to add another page, for example. So you can see in here the 3 points and the plus. If you press on the plus sign, I can add another page in the engineering wiki. I call it, for example, coding. Let's put an icon, IT, for example, or computer. Let's choose this one. For example, I'm coding and I want to add a table, for example. So let me add a table from the database. Here are some of the basic templates that can be used. Whether it is a page with an icon or an empty page, you can use one of the templates that are already pre-designed, or you can even import some template that you have already on your PC. But there are some database icons in here, and you can, for example, I want to add a table. Let's add a table, and here we go. It is a table so simple that can be added. So this table that we already added into our engineering wiki, if you can say here, here you will find coding somewhere here within the icons of engineering. If I go to engineering, I will see coding in here. Okay, if I press here, I go to the coding page. So I want to construct this table. Simply I have to select a data source. So let me select already the engineering directly as a source, and a table is constructed. You just have to change the name. You can rename it in here, add something else, or change the icon, the person, to change it to something else, notes, and you can even add columns. So at the end you'll have the plus sign. You can add some column. You add the property, for example, say time, say deadline, and the type, it is a text, or maybe I want a date, so because it's a deadline. So here if I will add the deadline is 30, for example, for this task that is assigned to Chilean, the Amazon Web Services. This is the AWS. It's a name by default, but you can change it as you want. You can just change this simple as this. Code bar, for example, and then Chile is assigned into this. There is no notes, and it's already added on the 23rd, and it is due on the 30th of April. Say for example I want to add another page, so I go to engineering, I add the plus sign, and I want to add a calendar, right? So say so this is cal, and I want to add a calendar. So done. Just I want to have the source, which is in this case one of these items is the source for me. This is a calendar, but you can change the view. So here is another thing, it's changing the view of the calendar. So I will edit the view because I want it to be a layout or a timeline, for example, a gallery or a calendar. So here it's changed to calendar, and the code bar, the task that we assigned, is already here as a calendar. In this page you will have some information that you can move in here according to your usage. You can have the deadline, the notes, and you can add more if you want. So you want to add something like a customer, okay, and this is a text or maybe an email. Okay, so I want to add the customer's email, so customer at yahoo.com. okay, and then here if you want to add a comment, you can add a comment on this task. It can be done by Chile to call the customer, and here you can even have more commands that you want to give. For example, I want to add a to-do list. Okay, so Chile she is assigned for this task. She has to call the customer, for example, calling our customer, define needs, and so on. So this is so simple, so easy to use, and it is so fast in synchronization as well. Okay, now let's navigate a bit into this application in the pre-designed template that is helping you so fast. You're not taking time to build an Excel sheet or whatever. You have the template, it is done, it is made for you. You can view it as you want, and you can even customize it upon your usage. So here is the engineering wiki. For example, let's go to testing and how to Q&A. So here is, like, for example, a detailed say guideline to how to process some tasks, and if you want to do some installation on a PC or something, it is already giving you instructions as an example. Something else is that we can navigate into engineering in here, go in and out. I can go to Backend. This is the Backend programming with a real-time server and the GraphQL in this coding wiki engineering company. Let's go back and let's, for example, try to create another page with another template, for example, just to give you an idea how easy it is for student. For example, I am a student and I want to organize my task or the thesis planning, the classroom spaces, syllabus, classroom where I'm taking each classroom, each subject. So here is a classroom template that is already pre-made. I have my schedule and I have the announcements, and that's it. So if I go, for example, to my course schedule, I find the name of each task or subject, the dates, the type of each assignment, and the topic. And you so easily can change this into something that is adapted to your usage. Here I will have to open this arrow and I will have all inside. For example, I put a link, an internal link into Professor Linus Caesar. So it's like a reminder or something like this. Let's go back and let's see our schedule. For example, this is the course schedule. Let's add a new task, for example, midterm. This is a midterm, and I will add a date. It's on the 30th of April. And you can add a reminder, by the way. Here there is no reminders, but if you add a reminder on 9 o'clock a.m., for example, for this template, for the course schedule, you will be notified by email. So you will receive an email at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. on the 30th of April that is telling you, hey, the midterms are coming, so you have to do something. You can have an end day if you want. There is a task that is starting from the 30th and it is lasting till the 7th of May. So it is up to you to use it as you like. You can even use the time format, so it's like you can change full date, month, day, year, or day, month, year. So it is so simple to use. Let's say, for example, I want to filter this by names. So you type the name, for example, let's type someone's name in here, Issei, for example. So I will type Issei, and I have a filter with a date and name in this case. Okay, it is so simple. Can have some contacts, and you can always change the view, because here is a gallery view, for example, for my contacts. So I have Professor Linus Caesar in classroom teaching, and I have Adrienne Stout working on her PC. You can change this view in here. So I add a view and I choose which view I want: a calendar, a list, a gallery, a board, or a timeline. So I advise anyone who is already struggling to arrange his own tasks, wants an easy, efficient, fast synchronizing, productive tool, this is the one for you. It is free for a single user and it is paid for multiple users. I hope this is helping you to understand how this application is working, and me myself, I'm using it on daily basis because it is very simple to use. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helping you to understand more about Notion. Please share and subscribe for more people so they can already get access to this free tool, and see you in the next video.